Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. It's been a while since I actually did this. And, I sat there and was thinking, should I do a review on Days of Our Lives? And the reason why I decided to actually do one is because it was genuinely the best out of the four. Of course, with that being said, there was just two scenes that I just had issues with. Any scene that involves Nicole and Eric just annoys me at this point. It's nauseating to watch, and I generally just don't care. Because at this point, it's like, just put these two together. Both of them are trash, okay? Um, I know that Abe was like a father to her, and, that's sad and everything like that, but it's like, watching them hug, it just, ugh. And of course, EJ eventually got there and was just like, and of course, she tried to explain it afterwards, like, oh, I was just, he was just comforting me or some BS like that, and was like, okay, sis, whatever. Like, I so don't care at this point. I'm just waiting for EJ to find out and kick her ass to the curb. That's what I'm waiting for. And the other scene with Dimitri and Gwen, it was like, it's going to take me another 20 to 30 minutes to get my appetite back. I am so sick and tired of her sad, sappy, pathetic lines about how he's such a good person and he's so beautiful on the inside. And it's just like, I'm like, you're almost getting into Twilight dialogue. It's starting to get that bad. Um, and of course, her dumbass says yes, and he was like, "Oh, let's go to the courthouse right now." She's so stupid. Like, this dude wants to rush to the altar. He was like, he doesn't even want to sit there and have like a nice, fancy wedding. He wants to go right to the courthouse, like ASAP, like 20 minutes ago. It's like red flags are just coming out of all ends, and she's just missing all of them. She's choosing to ignore every single one. And so that was a very nauseating scene. Um, Sean is actually just getting a lot worse now. This dude is literally on duty since they're drinking alcohol. And I'm like, Bella is like, um, you're on duty. Like, what's going on? He snaps at her, and she's just like, I'm tired of enabling you at this point. He does get a call to go down to get Gabby out the handcuffs. Now, the reason why Gabby was in the handcuffs is that Roth got the drop on her, right? And I sat there, I was like, how did you let Megan escape? How did Megan get the drop on you? But turned out it was Roth. Now, you can sit there and ask yourself, how is it possible that she gets taken out by some dude that is, what are we going to go with, 80, 70? Mid 70s at best. The thing is, though, anyone can get the drop on you. Nearly anyone can get the drop on you, regardless of your age and everything like that. So I will give Gabby a pass to that. Now, of course, EJ tried to get down there because I don't know what he actually thought he was going to do. The minute that he found out that she was in the submarine with Roth, I was like, why even bother to run down there for? And what are you gonna sit there and do? You packing or something like that? Like, what are you gonna do to sit there and stop them from just running off? Not really understanding your plan. Or of course, the plan was literally to sit there and catch those two and embracing in a hug because they gotta sit there and do that every 5 minutes. And yeah, no, she is grieving and blah 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 blah. I don't care at this point anymore. That's what it really is. I just simply don't care. Um, at first, Kristen was going to sit there and call the cops on Leo. Leo comes clean. Leo's like, yo, listen, I think that Demetria is going to do something to hurt Gwen. And she decides not to say anything, even though that she is somewhat friends with Gwen, but Demetria's family. So she's like, "Hey, listen, I helped her out. I got her out of jail, so we're even. I have actually at this point she owes me, and so she decides to just let him leave without calling the cops if he just move his ass right along. Now he does wind up going into the room, back into the room. He does find evidence that they're suggesting that Demetria has bad intentions and that it's the reason why he's rushing for this marriage. So Dimitri, walks in. He's like, "What's going on? Like, what are you doing in my room?" And he's like, "Oh, I got you. I'm gonna sit there and tell Gwen." And Dimitri's like, "No, I'm gonna stop you." And he stops him by kissing him. And I'm just like, "Okay, well, I didn't see that one coming." All right, well, that one kind of threw me off because in all reality, I was like, "So you're gonna kill him, right? You just gonna take him out? Oh, you're gonna seduce him." Oh, I did not see that one coming. So kudos to Days for that because I didn't see that one coming. Kate was there. She didn't really do anything except for just to with wait with uh, with Gabby. Gabby did sit there and tell. Well, no, EJ told Gabby that it was Megan that did hire Harrison to kill Stefan. So at least what you call it, at least Gabby knows that. Now the problem is Lee isn't entirely innocent. Yeah, he didn't sit there and he wasn't the one that planned that, but he did sit there and drug Megan so that he did sit there and drug Harrison so this way he can get captured by Roth and let Roth do his thing, and he knew about the plan. He didn't say anything. So he's still a scumbag in her eyes. He's going to be a scumbag in her eyes, and when Lee was like, oh, you and your giant ego, is like, well, the thing is, you're helping that ego become even bigger. This dude literally had a fantasy sitting there imagining Stefan dying and Gabby just being like, hey, listen, I can grieve him later on. Okay. Um, Rome was there at the docks. He didn't really do too much of anything except for grieve and cry. Um, Bella does sit there and tell, I think, Kate and Rome that Sean is really off the wagon. I think that's what they call it, off the wagon. This dude is literally sitting there drinking while, man, I feel like, here's the thing, I do feel like there's going to be a big story that may happen with Sean. Like maybe he shoots somebody or he does something that either causes, him to hurt somebody else or whatever and just re-examines his life is going to be a wake-up call. Unfortunately, I feel like his wake-up call is going to be at the expense of someone else. Guess time will tell. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. But as I always sit there and say, if I forget anything, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and we'll go over all of them. GH, B&B, YNR, and Days. Now, it's funny because I was going to sit there and do a B&B review. Then I realized that not really much happened between today and I think like 2 days before. So it was literally just like there's just no point. And since I did sit there and take the time to, well, not just watch it, but also take notes in case I want to sit there and do a review, I was actually thinking about doing one yesterday, but I didn't actually take any notes, and I just knew that the review was going to come out, um, like ass. So I was like, let me not do that. Anyway, with that being said, I think that's actually about it. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video or and live stream. Laters.